This broadcast is copyrighted 2005 by the Team Sportscast Network. Any copying, reproduction, redistribution, modification, or rebroadcasting in any manner is expressly prohibited without the written permission of the Team Sportscast Network, LLC.
Frontier, where is my mic, Joe? Hey, I'm hearing myself just fine.
Yeah, me too.
GG, good game situation right here again on the tank from GoldenEye. We've got PK coming up for you. Going to be Fatality versus Vu, the classic matchup that has happened time and time again. The clash of the Titans.
We've already seen it once today as well, of course. It's with the winners bracket final. Fatality obviously coming out on top of that. Vu is coming back on this one as the underdog. Well, not so much the underdog. I mean, he's lost to Fatality today. He's lost to Fatality, obviously, in Dallas. So, I mean, it's all up to Vu to be proving himself. Fatality's done it twice now. Can he make it 3 times in a row?
I don't know. We'll find out. Apparently, I am following the ways of Adam Russo. Muting myself. I could have sworn I reached behind me to unmute my mic. It's been a long 3 days of exciting matches here. Regardless, we're on the tank, and we're going to be heading down. Getting ready for a little PK action here at the TSN Game Center on the floor. Oh, yeah. We got Fatality up on my left-hand side, or actually right-hand side, depending on which way I'm facing, and Vu as well. Cameraman in the field. You guys out in the audience, gather around, get ready for one hell of a matchup between two of the greatest 1v1 players in the world. Good to finally hear myself. Glad after 5 years of broadcasting, I've just now learned that your mic must be unmuted. That's a good skill.
Oh, yeah.
That I would impart to anybody that would like to broadcast. Make sure your mic is unmuted. Good game.
Indeed. I mean, Bridges still learning that. He's not quite got it. He gets it once or two.
Oh, I'm never going to hear the end of it now. I've been harassing him all day for his mic mistakes, so I'm definitely going to hear it when I get back to the hotel. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to hop in server right now. Let's come on down. I've got I will have some action in server here in a moment. Let's get back in game here. And Dusty Joe over there, I cannot use a laptop, so we'll hand this to you here, and I'll switch places. There we go. Let's bounce back over here. Hopping in game, ladies and gentlemen, once again, PK action. Don't forget, this is a matchup we have seen before. It is Fatality. It is Vu in Dallas, in fact. We were there on the Intel Skybridge, which is just behind me. Dallas, Texas. Fatality was able to finally conquer Vu. Vu is one of the best 1v1 players in the world and is now back for revenge to retake the crown, the 1v1 DM crown from Fatality. Can Fatality hold on to that #1 rung, or will Vu dethrone him? Remains to be seen, and we're going to find out here on the Team Sportscast Network at www.tsncentral.com, or if you guys are in Sheffield, England, well, you're going to find out right here in front of the main stage in just a moment. Joe, how are we looking over there as we swing the camera around in server?
Well, apparently we've had a switch off, a restart, so we're just waiting for that to come back on. Trying to refresh now, trying to get us back in the server. Apparently we're going to be playing Meatless first, which is going to be Vu's choice. Then we're going to be moving over to DM Sacred, which is going to be Fatality's choice. We've seen him already on that map, and he's looking very, very hot. I can hear game sound, so that's always good. So once we manage to refresh the servers, we will be going straight back into it. And in fact, it does look like we are live on Meatless anyway, so we will go from the big screen until our laptops are sorted out.
We'll cast off that big screen for you guys now. Gather around, get ready. Let's get it on right now. Let the games begin as Vu is underway and already 5-0 lead over Fatality. I mean, everyone here is like, why are you guys rambling? The game is on. 5-0 lead here. Vu is looking good right there on player cam. You can see he's confident as we rotate off him and back in game. Vu now at 91 or 100 health and 53 silver armor. He is being pelted by the shotgun of Fatality coming in from behind right now. Can Fatality get the kill? Yes! Comes in behind, gets that first kill, first blood, and is able to get it done. So congrats to him here. That's the way he wants to start this game. A little bit behind Vu, but Fatality's a very, very mean player, just like Vu as well, with our NVIDIA spotlight now on Fatality. Let's take a look. Gold armor grab, 80% damage reduction or so is definitely going to help from the incoming attacks of who's going to be laying down on him. It's tough to talk when you're talking to me, buddy. 113 HP, 0 silver armor, and Dusty Joe, I'm going to have to hand this to you, my friend. I am out of breath.
Indeed, with the NVIDIA spotlight there, as you can see, is on Fatality at the moment. He's only got the bronze armor, 100 of it. Just picking up the mega health, though. That's just boosted him up. He was quite low from the start. He's picked up the silver armor now, and he's going to head out. Possibly go for an attack on the gold, sorry. As you can see there, Fatality looking quite cool and calm. He is 5-2 down at the moment. And not in the best position. He's going to get the gold, though. Vu's downstairs in that area, in the outside area, in the loading docks, but not managing to get in there before Fatality. 5-2, so Fatality does have that gold armor under his control. They both come through now into the silver armor area. Fried there, he was almost brought to a standstill by the electro driver there of Vu. Vu finishing him off with a rocket and getting the spawn kill as well. The score now 7-2, and Fatality 5 behind. It's not good news.
Yeah, Fatality here on Meatless. Meatless has been in the past a map that was the bane of Vu. We've talked about this before. He's overcome it, and now he's really coming on strong as we have the NVIDIA lock on Vu. So we'll head back over here to base station number 1 and take a look. 100 HP, 150 gold armor. Fairly good position to go on a seek and destroy mission right now. So, going to pick up that now. Double stack action. That is a dangerous situation. DS at 197, 150. Here's the time that Vu wants to go after Fatality. He sees him. Over by gold. Opens fire. RL rocket bouncing around. And the shaft comes out. Locking Fatality down. Can't escape. 9-2 on the respawn kill, Joe. That's how you do it. Vu is coming back hard. He wants revenge.
Indeed, awesome aim there with the electro driver, and now he's chasing Fatality straight away into the silver armor room. He's going to go through into bronze now. Rocket's almost catching him there. You can see that Vu does indeed have the mega health. He's still got 111 armor left from the gold armor, which he's just about to go for. Fatality in there as well. And once again, the electro driver of Vu taking down Fatality. Vu picks up the gold and moves on once again. Fatality is struggling. He's now 2-10 behind. He's got 8 points to make up, and it's going to be another one here as once again Electro Driver halts Fatality in his tracks, and Vu finishes him off with the chain gun, and it could be another spawn kill here. Indeed it was, with the shotgun as well. 12-2 already. Fatality is 10 points behind.
Yeah, this is the traditional style of combat that we're used to when seeing Vu in battle for the 1v1. You know, relatively unknown before PK, Vu has come out of the woodworks and has demonstrated his skills. A very different player than Fatality has been. Fatality has fought his way up and to that number 1 deserved position in the Dallas stop, as we talked about right now. But definitely falling behind here as we take a look again at that score, 13-2. It's the Vu of old making it happen. Let me ask you this. What does Fatality need to do to change this momentum that Vu has set in motion?
He needs to get a control of the armor. I mean, we see now he's got the gold armor. He's not got much left. He's not got much health either. But we saw last time Fatality played on Meatless, he managed to get the control of that gold armor. He managed to get the control of the mega health, and you really need to do that. If you can double stack on this map, it helps a lot, and keep your position down. Basically, you need to keep getting him on the spawn and just moving about the map constantly and not standing too stationary.
14-2 now is the score. 8:17 here on the clock, counting down. And we, again, are taking a look at Fatality, so we're going to head back over here to my right-hand side if I'm facing you, or left here towards the GoldenEye tank. Let's take a look now. 14-1, not a good way to go. Fatality's actually going back in time here, a reversal of fortune, and he's lost a point, so this is not the solid start that Fatality's been looking for. Keep in mind, though, that Vu is fighting from the loser's bracket, and because of that reason, he needs to beat Fatality not once, but twice.
Yeah. it's going to be difficult. I mean, it's always going to be difficult to beat a player like Fatality even once, but to beat him twice is going to be some mean feat by Vu. But, you know, I have all faith in the guys. At the moment, he's looking astounding on Meatless. I know this was his map choice, Fatality's choice being Sacred, and we're going to go back into the action now with the NVIDIA spotlight on Fnatic Vu as he continues his rampage. 13 points up, we see there, looking very, very confident. His concentration is 100% there, constantly, and he's looking very, very hot at the moment as both of them meet outside in the loading docks. Fatality almost getting away from Vu there, but not quite, and Vu, once again, racking up another kill, picking up the Mega Health and the Silver as well. He needs to start getting stacked up, which is what he's going to do now. He's going to go chasing after Fatality, who is outside in the loading docks, bearing down on each other. Rockets almost being taken down there, Vu. It was knocked down to 17 health, but it's going to be a spawn kill here as well, unless Fatality can get the stake, which he does! Hits Vu in the face, takes him down, 17-2. Vu getting the spawn next to those dead weapons, and also next to the gold. Lucky for Vu that Fatality didn't spawn next to them, because otherwise Vu would be running like crazy.
That's right. Top-notch combat right now. 17-2. Fnatic Vu right here in the Intel Helmet Cam, as it's been dubbed by Adam Russo outside now, loading docks. Vu makes his way inside, briefly spots Fatality, and again we see Vu fully focused on his game, ready to get it done. Right now, 3:14 remaining, time counting down. Vu's going to be holding out his spawns. He's going to play that running man game that we've seen before. Fatality and Vu are not ashamed to run from their opponent if they take the lead. A lot of money is on the line and a lot of pride and prestige. This is the battle for number one, and there is no love lost between these two guys here. Great players, great people, but they are gearing to get it done. Here's Fatality now with a nice comeback trail. Several kills since last we looked at the screen here. Now 17-14. Can he do it in time, Joe? In theory, let's talk about that. 5:50 remaining on the clock. I'd say he's got the time if he really can step it up just a touch more.
Yeah, he's got to get every kill. He can't die once. He needs to keep on top of the armor, on top of the Mega Health there, getting another kill. He's clawing it back. He needs another 12 frags, which is, by anyone's standards, it's still a lot. Even playing against Vu, it's going to be very difficult for him, but once again, he can do it. He's got the talent, and now he's just proving that he can really do it. He's got 96, 180 at the moment, Fatality. He needs to get in, cover the gold armor, not to let Vu in there. If Vu does get in there, the tides could turn very quickly. Outside in the loading docks, you saw another frag there by Fatality with the Electro Driver, frying Vu as he was on the spawn, basically. And once again, another spawn kill. This is what I was talking about. Fatality needs to get the spawn kills, because you can get 2 or 3 in a very quick succession there, and it makes all the difference. If you can actually get in there, get the spawn kills, 4 or 5 in a row, it boosts your confidence lots and lots. I mean, if, for instance, if they do get taken down 4 or 5 times, the psychological effect is going to be massive on them.
Absolutely right now, gentlemen. Let's take a look at the score. 17-7. 10-point ball game right now. Fatality is doing his best here to come back, and can he do it in time remains to be seen. Takes down Vu yet again. Now 17-8. We've got the lock on Vu. Let's take a look at the action. Makes his way inside. Oh, shut down from behind. Fatality ghosting him and said, you know what? I am determined to close ranks with you right now. Grabs the gold just in time for Fatality and Vu again suffers at the hands of Fatality, slowly clawing his way back. He's got 4:12 remaining to do it with that nice control he has of the gold and silver and the solid aim. Fatality appears to have woken up, and his aim is really dominating right now. If he can score and go clutch, it's going to be a blow to the heart of Vu. Vu has got to stay in control here for the next 3 to 4 minutes.
Indeed, Vu, though, now has just picked up that gold armor just in front of Fatality. Fatality going to go for the Mega Health possibly now. No, Vu steals it. This will be crucial because he's now picked up the silver as well. And Fatality is running away, as you can see over there, and got 12 health, and Vu takes him down. This could be a very, very crucial moment because Vu has now got control of that Mega Health and also the gold armor. He knows when the spawning is ready for it, and as we can see there, his face is 100% concentrated. He wants to win this game. He knows that if he wins his first map, that it puts Fatality on the back foot from the start. He's got to win a lot more maps if he's going to win the overall game, but it helps a hell of a lot. With 3 minutes 15 remaining, he's now on the gold and on the Mega Health once again, and it's looking good for Vu.
Yeah, let's talk about the truth here. 3:10 remaining. It's going to be a confidence builder for Vu. He's got a 10-point lead. He's going to feel a little bit better about himself. You could see in the past, not too happy with his performance engaging Fatality, but now coming out to the Vu that we know and love, this guy is going to win the first map. I'm pretty certain of that. 254. Not to spoil anything for anyone out there, but Fatality's going to come back a little bit stronger maybe in the second half. If not, then Vu might take it in 2. Then we're going to have to do it one more time, which could mean we'll have the kind of final here on the main stage that we've come to expect, especially from the CPL, especially from the United Kingdom here at the CPL UK World Tour stop, hosted by Game Frontier. So let's take a look again now. 21-10, the blackjack action in effect as Fatality realizing, yep, at 2:24, I am in trouble. He's going to have to sit back at this point here, just focus on his aim, focus on getting his tempo down, and prepare for the next map. Really, if he can beat Vu, now he wants to do that and just shut him down and say, you know what, good games, but I am the champion. Vu, of course, does not want that to happen.
Of course not. Vu needs to win this one. He's going to move out, obviously, from this map. If he does manage to win it, which is looking very likely at the moment, he's a good 12 frags in front. He's got the control of the armor and that mega health, which is so important, and he just needs to keep on with it. I mean, if he can carry on getting the frags like you see now with the Electro Driver, as they both drop down into the loading bay, and Fatality taking him out. I mean, it's going to be too little too late from Fatality. He needs what? He needs another 11 frags from the point now, and he's really going to struggle to do it unless he can get 5-6 spawn kills in a row, which is very unlikely really on this map.
Well, 22-12, we've talked about this before. We've got all the PK players out there in the crowd who have fought in this fantastic tournament. A lot of CS 1.6 players as well, and just a lot of gamers in general. Great guys here for the UK event. Yeah. As we wrap it up now, 22-13, coming up to that 1-minute warning on the clock right now. We're going to call the shots and call the action with our NVIDIA spotlight on Fatalities. We head way over here to the right-hand side of the GoldenEye tank. Let's take a look at Fatalities. He makes his way inside, second tier of silver. And 163-200, he's got the double stack situation, so this really is that time, like I said, to go on the seek and destroy mission. Too little too late, catches Vu hiding behind a box. Here's something funny, we've seen this before. This is what Fatality has done to Vu. I believe it was on Sacred. He had a lead, and he just kind of hid away in a little nook and cranny to wear down the clock. That's exactly what you're seeing Vu do right now. He's just going to wear down the clock. He realizes he's going to win, and he's not going to give Fatality any kind of chance here. At all to score any kind of victory, moral victory or otherwise, here on the first map of DM Meatless. Now at 25 seconds, Joe, take us home.
Yeah, indeed, he's got 4 frags to make up now. It's going to be difficult. It is possible, though, if he does get those spawn kills. Fatality just hiding up there on the third tier of this silver armor room. And it's difficult. Sorry, Vu was hiding up there. Fatality really not been able to hit him until there. Good game, says Vu, and indeed it is. 7 seconds left on the clock, and it's been a good performance, really. Fatality just running around now, seeing if he can get them on the spawn and going for the cheeky kills. And a win for Vu. Very, very good stuff. Yep. We will be moving on now to DM Sacred, which is a favourite map of both these players.
Absolutely. Sacred is something that you guys expect to see no matter what. When you think Vu, you think Fatality, you say, all right, well, these guys are going to meet on Sacred. How about a second helping of Sacred? Maybe a third of, well, you got it, Sacred. A little surprising, saw Meatless early on, but now heading back to traditional Sacred. Let's hop on the laptop here real quick. And, well, actually, we can't do that. We've got the laptop overview up there. I was going to say give the viewers a quick rundown of the map, but since we can't do that, what we can do for you is an audio rundown. Tell us a little bit about Sacred
we can do the video.
And what it's all about.
We can do the video.
Take it away.
Or we can do the video for the audience here. We'll go through
right,
it
the audience
for the viewers at home.
Nothing.
Yeah. Right, here we go then. Let's switch view. Oh, man. It looks like we're out of luck because the spectator change key is different. So,
you know,
so yeah, we'll go through
it's
for
these
an
UK
audio
keyboards.
view.
I swear to God, every different key is bizarrely backwards from the United States.
Yeah, I mean,
just like the roadways.
Like everything.
I'm lost here. I really am. We're not a colony of the UK anymore, so.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, so let's continue the battle right now. What do we got here is a warm-up situation. We talked a little bit about Sacred. Sacred, one of my favorite maps. I say that every time in which we broadcast it. Love it. Fast pace, lots of action, gold armor, silver armor, bronze armor. Don't see the bronze very much at all. Of course, you've got your standard mega health on the 1-minute respawn. Your armor's on the 20-second respawn. Yep. These players are the kind of players they'll remember. In their head, they've got the clock for every single item on the map, and they will be back for it, and they will fight for it. It's all about control on Sacred, on all the maps here in PK, but Sacred really is just a fast-paced motorway of destruction, and Fatality and Vu, you know, here it is. It's the arena. Fatality needs to get it done here, push it to 3, and just shut Vu down.
Indeed, we'll give a bit of a rundown if we can from what we're seeing on the player's screen at the moment. We're with Vu with the NVIDIA Spotlight, so now you can see that he's in the broken spiral staircase room as he changes around. That's not really going to work.
Gold armor spawns up here, just to that right-hand side.
We've got a Soul Shard in the corner where he's standing, where he died there. Now in the main teleportation room, over in the far corner, we've got a shotgun, we've got bronze armor, and we've got ammo in there as well. Broken spiral staircase now on the spawn where the silver spawns. It looks like from the start, as we are now live on Sacred, Vu is the one under the NVIDIA Spotlight that picks up that gold armor. Is now looking good off the start. Fatality will have picked up that silver armor and the mega health. Indeed, he has, looking over there at the screen, and they both meet out. This place where Vu is now is quite crucial. The third tier of the main teleportation room. You've got lots of ammo, that spawns up there. It's a good position to be spamming grenades down as they meet for the first time, and it looks like Vu's in trouble. Indeed, he is. Fatality's chain gun takes him down just in the entrance of that gold armor room. Gold armor on its spawn point. Vu manages to get it off the spawn. He's going to run away, surely. There he goes, runs off, picking up soul shards, but Fatality's chased him. Vu picks up the shotgun, turns 180, shoots him down, and makes it 1-1. And now Vu, he's been crucified though, going up for the silver.
Did you see the prediction inside Broken Spiral? Fatality says, hey, this is what you hate. And he is going to... I love that when I see that from Fatality. He just knows. I mean, that stake gun is brutal. And the damage from that weapon is brutal. And it's not like the railgun from Quake 3. It doesn't just fire instantly and straight. It has an arc and takes about 200 years to launch from the actual weapon itself. So, great prediction from Fatality. Now up 4-1. I turned my back for a moment. And he's got a 3-point lead here. Fatality very comfortable on Sacred. Vu also very comfortable here. But this is where Fatality beat Vu in Texas.
Indeed, Vu is looking a bit ropey at the moment. He is 4-1 down. He's only got the bronze armor at the moment. He's got 90 health, which is a bit ropey. I mean, he needs more armor than just the bronze, and he's being chased down now. Grenades landing at his side. Fatality coming in. Both players in the gold armor room. Gold armor on its spawn point. Fatality probably going to make a move for it at this point. He knows that Vu's up there. Vu just spamming it with grenades and being knocked down to 21 health. He knows that Fatality's in there, so Vu just moving away, picking up some soul shards, and he's eventually going to retire and pick up that silver armor. He doesn't want to risk losing another frag and being started off at the spawn and possibly spawn kill 2 or 3 times in a row, which would be absolutely devastating for him at this point. Now 69, 150 are his stats. We're going to move over to Fatality with the spotlight there. As you can see, he's doing very well at the moment, 4-1. He's lost the gold armor though to Vu, who's just snuck in right on top of that gold armor in the gold armor room. Obviously, Fatality has taken him down though, managed to get that extra frag, and it looks like he's going to sit in position for the spawn kill in main teleportation room. Vu not actually spawning up there, so he's going to have to move out and try and take him down once again. Fatality looks like he could possibly just camp out this gold armor spawn, wait for it to spawn again, which he does there, and he picks that right up. He's got 133, so he does have the mega health under his control at the moment too, and now sat on the all-important third tier of the main teleportation room, looking down and waiting for Vu to come through.
Well, in the TSN base station now, just switching back to the image of Vu, 5-1, or rather Fatality, 5-1 lead as he camps the gold armor one more time, maintains control, third tier, looking down, sees Vu for a moment, swings into Broken Spiral. Can he get the lock? Pursues, can't get the telefrag. He loves to do that, knows it throws Vu off his game. Inside, mega health room. Can Vu grab the mega? Let's take a look. I did not see. Yes, he got it. They're on the far right-hand side, but Fatality not able to capitalize as Vu ends his misery, but returns fire, mid-air shot, crucified through the heart. That is a biblical kill, and that's a 6-2 lead here as Fatality is the master of the crucifix here, getting it done. Close-range combat. Vu returns fire. 6-3, 3-point lead. This is going to be an incredibly close game on Sacred right now. Still with our lock-on Fatality. Let's see what he has planned. Outside Central, there's the bronze. Don't want it, but it's there. He's going to grab that silver. Of course he is. Oh, no time for that. Here's Vu on his tail. Sensing he might go for the silver. Comes in, sweeps, and gets the kill. Instant respawn inside that mega health room, but the mega health is not up. Has it been grabbed by Vu? It doesn't look like it here, so it should be up at any given time now. 100 for Fatality. Dropping those nades. He really wants that mega. He wants the silver. Vu has got control. You can see this. Everywhere Fatality goes, there's no silver, there's no gold, and there's no mega. So Vu definitely in a control situation. 7-5 though right now, as Fatality is starting to slow down and Vu is getting meaner by the moment.
Indeed, I mean, Fatality there hitting all the stakes. We actually talked to Fatality about this one last night. The fact that he's hitting everything with a stake at the moment. I mean, we watched him play against Gelisark and Strider, and all the time during those games, whack, whack, whack with the stake gun all the time, and it's just awesome. It can bring him back into games like we see here. On a bit of a bad run, he got the stake kills, and now he's back on form, really. He's only got 99.56 on the gold, and now he's going to wait for the silver. Just sat on the silver armor pile. Vu's going to come into that broken spiral staircase room. Looks like he's going to move away from it, though, and Fatality is still under the Nvidia spotlight in that Mega Health room, possibly going to wait for that to spawn. No, move away for the gold instead. Just firing a few rockets up there, grenades, in fact, to keep this back covered, and Vu nowhere to be seen around that gold armor. I'm assuming he's gone for the Mega Health. Yeah, he has. If you look there, Vu will switch to him now, and 158.42 is picked up the Mega Health as Fatality comes charging into the gold armor room after him, and Vu now to 8 health. He needs to get away from Fatality, but no, he can't manage it. He's chopped down by the shotgun, and again on the spawn as well. 11-5. It's looking good for Fatality to take this into a third map.
Yeah, you can really see the concentration on the face of Fatality right now as the battle continues to rage. 11-5. Vu needs to step things up. Take a look here. 9:20 remains on the clock. I see a little differential here between the two times. I'm not sure what's up with that. We've actually seen that throughout the day. I'm sure someone out there could probably tell us, so we'll just ignore that for the moment here. Vu and Fatality. It's a matchup I need not explain time and again here. We've got Vu on the lockdown right now. Goes and he's got no armor in hand, box of ammo. Bronze armor going to hold him off for the moment, and yep, there's Fatality, swings around, check your 6, Vu spins, dodges and weaves, and Fatality then dives for cover outside that portal. Vu's going to capitalize, swings around just in time to enable himself to grab the Mega. Close range combat inside Mega. Fatality knew it was up, came in for it, saw Vu was there, could not grab it, and now Vu is in charge. We see this kind of momentum, this back and forth style in which he has. He's always moving, never stops. Only if he stops, it is simply to wear down the clock. He's got that movement timed. He can move backwards, forwards, left, or right through this map with no problem at all. 15-5. Fatality, though, with a 10-point lead. So despite Vu's movement abilities and his exceptional aim, Fatality is just the better player right here, right now, on Sacred.
Indeed, he's doing very, very well at the moment. Fatality. He got 3 times the amount of kills that Vu has at the moment, so it's going to be difficult for Vu to get back into this one without getting some sort of control. I mean, you see there, he moves up for the silver spawn, for the silver armor, and as soon as he gets on the spawn point, Fatality's ready for it. He comes in and he whacks him one with a rocket. I mean, Vu there on the spawn has managed to get the silver, but it will be almost the first time, and as I eat my words as he goes in, picks up the Mega Health as well. He's now in a good position, Vu, to come back into this one. He needs to go and attack Fatality while that Mega Health is fresh, while he's still got 206 health of it. It'll be a good time to move in now. Fatality will switch over to him with the Nvidia spotlight. He's just sat on the gold armor, just picked up that gold armor now, but rockets are raining in from Vu. Gold armor once on again, it's on its spawn, and it's going to be Vu that gets in there. Fatality being taken down, and he's in trouble once again off the spawn. Vu takes him down. Is he going to get another spawn kill, Vu? No, he's moved away from where Fatality spawned, so it looks like Fatality is struggling now. Once Vu gets hold of this armor, he's only got bronze, and he's going to go down anytime soon.
Yeah, once again now we can see Fatality in the field. His hands, his fingers, his mouth moving. And that's a great shot right there. In fact, he's got the Tiger, as always, on the top of the PC, the good luck charm that has been with him since the dawn of time. As the battle continues to rage here, Fatality taken down, shaking his head in frustration here. He's got a decisive lead, 16-9. Can Vu come back? If anybody can do it, it is Vu. We'll find out right now. Let's take a switch and head on over and take a look at Vu and find out what he's got planned. Moving very quickly through the map. Vu is a monster. He is a machine. 16-9 now. 187, 200 double stack situation. This is dangerous for Fatality. If he can get a lock on him and check his 6 o'clock, he can get it done. Find out now. Here's the engagement. Sees Fatality, goes for the gold, bounces him off the gold right now, and ends his life with a rocket. Bam! Out of here, and let's give a Shazam. Gets it done. 1 minute warning on the clock. Joe, take us home.
I'm not sure if that is actually the 1 minute. I believe the 6 minutes 07 is the correct time from what I remember. And now it's looking better for Vu as he's only 4 points behind. The fake 1 minute. So yeah. That's actually the 1 minute warning, so it's all good. But at the moment, Vu is the one that's in control. It looks like he could come back into this one. He's only got 4 frags to do. Like we say, he's got 5:48 at the minute to get back into this one, and he's got the mega health as well. Fatality may be in trouble here. Vu's going to move away because his armor has been totally removed by by Fatality's rockets. He's going to have to settle on the silver now and go for a pass on the gold as well. It does look like Fatality has possibly got that one there from what I can see. And just wait now, Vu. He's on the 3rd tier of this main teleportation room. He's going to wait for the gold armor to spawn. Fatality there as well. They're just firing rockets long range across this gold armor room at each other. It looks like switching positions almost. Vu going above the stairs, above the teleport, and he's going to rocket jump up on the spawn of that gold armor. Fatality is in trouble, and he's finished off by the shotgun of Vu. Vu down to 51 health, 73 gold armor now. He needs to pick up some more if he wants to continue this rain of fire.
Yeah, we really could have a situation here. Vu is down only by 3. If he can beat Fatality here on Sacred, then that's it. He's going to go back and face Fatality one more time. He is fighting from the loser's bracket, so now is the chance for Vu to even the score and say, I beat you once, I can beat you twice. I've been number 1 before. I want number 1 back. So guess what? It's what's going to happen. Can Fatality deny that desire? We'll find out right now. Joe, nice kill right there. 16-15 is the score. We take a look. 4:32 remains. Plenty of time for any of these champions. We have a tied ball game. 16-all as Vu is on the comeback trail.
Indeed, and we've lost the main screen there, so we will move over onto the side screens. It's looking like Vu, at the moment, like we say, 17-16 up. He's 1 point in the lead, and he's got the gold armor. He's got that mega health. He is stacked up. All he needs to do now is get the frags. He needs to just settle down a bit. He knows he's in the lead. He's got plenty of time to do it as he does one more.
Takes the lead,
takes him down. 2 points in front. Flicks Fatality up in the air. Nails him against the wall with the shotgun. Traditional movement there. Brilliant movement. And Vu once again leads this game. And this could be quite exciting. Obviously, if Vu wins this round, he'll have won the first match. What we'll do then is go into another best-of-3 game where Vu needs to win a game.
Yeah, and, you know, I'm getting the impression here that Vu has not shown all his cards early on. Who knocked Vu to the loser's bracket? It was Fatality, and in that match, Vu did not look very strong. He's looking a lot stronger right now here as we got some game sounds finally coming in from the TSN and Intel Skybridge. Now, take a look here. 3:25 remains. Still anyone's game. Don't count either of these players out as the battle continues to rage. We've got the lock on Vu on the bridge. Pan and scan. Chain gun gets the kill and then grabs the gold and then collects on the corpse of Fatality. So that is like just a trifecta of ownage right there. Takes him down, grabs the gold. And I'll take your rocket launcher as well.
Yeah, indeed. He's got onto that gold once again. It's some awesome, accurate chain gun work. That's what you need when you're using the actual chain gun. It's all good. And we're going to switch over now with the NVIDIA Spotlight onto Fatality. There was the bell for 3 minutes. We've got 3 minutes left in this round. DM Sacred, Fatality losing at the moment by 3 frags. Vu looking very good. Fatality at the moment only 90-56 as he picks up the silver armor. Going to make a pass in towards the gold room. Going to possibly spam the grenades against the wall here and hope that Vu comes through the door, through the teleporter, before he picks up the gold. But no, Fatality picking up the gold and he's now going to move away, take his time. He needs to see if he can get in on that mega health and get some more ammo and stuff. Just build himself up for another attack, because if he does get another couple of spawn kills in, almost crucifying Vu there, flicking him up in the air with a rocket. Fatality only with 16 health now, needs to back away, which he does into main teleportation. Gets the soul shard, but Vu comes diving down on top of him with the rocket, takes him down 20-16 on the spawn as well with the shotgun. And Vu is looking on top of the world at the moment.
He really is. Time and again, Fatality has simply bounced into the air and crucified, chain gun, shoddy, whatever. The combo is painful. 148 remains right now, and man, Vu is showing some strength. 24-16. Ladies and gentlemen, don't want to call Fatality out yet, but it is looking grim, and we could be heading to a second best of 3, which is exactly what we've been hoping for here. And it's happening here at the CPL UK World Tour Stop, hosted by Game Frontier, and brought to you by the Team Sportscast Network. Dusty Joe, Gabriel David here as we continue the action. 1:22 on the clock right now, 25-16. You leave the game for a moment. What happens? Vu goes on a killing spree, and he has got a mean streak in him that is a mile wide. If you let anything slip by him, he will tear through you and score 10 points in 5 seconds.
Indeed, we see the gold armor being the most crucial thing really on this map, as well as the mega health. Once one player gets in control of that, they can keep a good run of frags up, and this is what we've seen from Vu now with just 1 minute remaining. He's now 27-16 in front. He's almost 10 frags in front, which is a good margin. There we go. Oh well, 12 frags in front even, and he's on top of the game really at the moment. He's playing top form, and Fatality must be worried at this point now, because we are going to go into a second best of 3. Not sure on what the maps were. I believe it'll be like Counter-Strike, where we'll have 15 minutes in between. That was planned anyway. That didn't actually happen, so we saw Team 9 taking the win from that one. But Vu now with 30 seconds, 25 seconds even remaining, is looking good to take this one into a second best of 3, which would be awesome from his point of view. But Fatality, like I said, must be slightly worried.
Well, the countdown now underway. We've got about 10 seconds remaining. Let's take a look right now. Here we go. And Vu, with just the vanity score, remains at 28-16, 3, 2, and a 1. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been done. 29-16. Vu has defeated Fatality in the first best of 3 and 2 on Meatless and Sacred. And now we're going to go and head off and do it one more time. He's out of that loser's bracket, and he can basically say, I'm going to start afresh here and take you down one more time. Fatality just needs to collect himself. He's got the mentality to do that, and he's got the chance to simply say, all right, I'm going to change up my game. I know what you're up to. So the game ain't over. We've got a second best of 3 coming up. Joe, great stuff.
Indeed, it'll be interesting as well to see what maps are picked by the players. Obviously, we've seen Sacred here, we've seen Meatless here. It'd be nice to see some Absinthe and Psycho possibly in the next game. So both those maps, very easy to get the spawn kills, both tight, close maps. It's going to favour one or the other. We've seen Fatality on both, and he's looked very good. We've seen Vu, I believe, on both as well. And again, looking very solid, so it's going to be close again.
All right, we're going to hop in server, and it looks like, I can't say for certain, you never know, but Meatless is being loaded on server, and it would not surprise me to see another Meatless and Sacred combination here. Here's the question I have for you. If you were Fatality, what would you change in your game here to overcome Vu, who handily defeated you in 2?
It's a difficult one, because I don't think Fatality's playing bad. I think that Vu's just playing better. I'll be honest, I think Vu is playing very, very good. He knows he's got the pressure on him, and he can feel that. He knows he needs to perform. He doesn't want to be finishing second once again, so he will be putting the effort in. He's obviously, the pressure's getting to him in a good way, and he's rising his game way above what Fatality's got to offer at the moment, at least on what we've seen from these 2 maps. So it will be interesting to see with the pick of these of the second game, who does what. And obviously the Painkiller, these 2 rounds of Painkiller brought to you by NVIDIA, the way it's meant to be played. Go check those out over there in the booth if you've not already done that, with the Dell XPS 600s there. They've got Battlefield 2 to play on, all looking very, very good. And obviously Intel as well, beat the Pro. Obviously if you're a Pro, go and beat a Pro. You never know, you might be able to win.
That's right, final day right here. We've had a great series of days so far here. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days here in the UK. And now we're doing it one more time on Meatless. We've seen it once before. It is probably the least favored map of PK players that I've seen traditionally, but more and more has gained popularity as the CPO World Tour has gone on. And it is anyone's home ground right now as Vu and Fatality strike out one more time to find out who will be the best in the world for DM 1v1 action in the world of Painkiller. Remains to be seen. Vu came out very strong. We've talked about this before. Did not look so good in the upper bracket winners final, but is now looking like the Vu of old, and the Clash of Titans continues here. I'm excited. And you guys, if you want to check out the recording of this later on, you can check it out at www.tsncentral.com. We've been broadcasting for 5 years, and we're going to keep it rocking for 5 more years to come. Your leaders in the esports revolution, Gabriel Warwich David, along with Joe Miller, just to my right-hand side, and we, once again, are gearing up for another matchup of Vu versus Fatality. This time, forget about the loser's bracket. It's even ground, my friend. I'm going to hand it to you.
Indeed, it looks like both players have taken the seat, so we'll be going live right now. We are live. It's going to be DM Meatless, and this screen is on Vu once again. Yeah, we've got Fatality over there, still 0-0. Vu looks like he could be on a bad roll for it. He's had a bad start. He's not managed to get the gold or anything. If you look, Fatality has got the gold. He's got the mega health right off the start. This could be crucial for the first few frags. I mean, you'll probably see Fatality now attacking Vu as fast as he can. Vu only got the bronze armor at the moment. That's no good to him. And Fatality, I believe they're picking up the gold armor for a second time. So Vu needs to get the attacks in. He's managed to pick up the silver armor, but he does need to get in there and try and get some health and armor off Fatality as they both move outside there. Here comes the first kill. Vu is going to be taken down. A rocket, a shotgun, a bit of the old electro driver, and Fatality goes up 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0. It's that first blood can really set the temperament of a player right now. Take a look at the score. You can clearly see Fatality on a roll. We also have Vu on the main cam, clearly engaged in battle right now, focusing on the fight ahead. His confidence restored. Can he maintain the kind of adrenaline that we've seen here and shut Fatality down? We'll find out in a map 2 or 3. So let's take a look here. NVIDIA Spotlight one more time. Check them out at www.endzone.com. Great people, great product, NVIDIA. Here we go, 2-1, Fatality and Vu. And Vu comes back in time. Both these players, what they need to do in this situation, my friend, is not ensure that the other does not gain a monumental lead, because really it's nearly impossible to come back on either of these guys, no matter who you are, when you have a 10-point lead.
Indeed, I mean, we've just seen Vu there actually getting on the gold armor. Fatality taking it off the start, so I thought possibly he could control it a bit better than he did, really. Fatality now, as you can see, he's stood on that gold armor spawn. He's just going to wait there. Vu will be around anytime shortly. There we go. Vu comes outside, backs away, though. You can see Fatality there on the player cam, looking somewhat somber. He's not looking happy about it. Obviously concentrated in the game mode. He's got his game face on, so it will be interesting to see what comes of this round as they both go outside now. And once again,
there we go. Good way to start it, my friend. 2-2 here on Meatless.
You
gotta like that. Those air kills are fantastic. And we have got the lock-on Fatality inside lower tier of Silver. Silver up there. You've also got the Mega Health as well. Fatality now surfing through and shut down. Nice rocket to the chest. Blows the rib cage out the back. And Vu goes into the lead 3-2.
Indeed, and Vu now is on that gold armor spawn. Shaft out once again. Finishes Fatality off with a rocket. Makes it 4-2. And after a bad start on Vu's part, it didn't have anything to go with. But now he is in front by 2 whole frags, which is a lot. And he's going to capitalise on it. I can see it coming now. He's going to go for the goal. Fatality as well. But once again, capitalise on him. Coming down from the top. Shotguns him as he drops down. Finishes him with a rocket. And makes it 5-2. He's got 3 frags to play with now. And he needs to keep building on. He needs to keep pushing and being aggressive, which is what he's going to do now. He drops on the sky, injuring himself quite a bit there. And Fatality is going to come in. Gets him with a shaft right in the back. Vu wasn't really expecting that one. After dropping and losing so much health, he really didn't need to do that.
Yeah, we talked about this before, actually, again in Dallas, Texas. We talked about how Vu, a very different player than Fatality. Fatality will devote himself entirely to a game, practice, practice, practice. Vu himself, more interested at the time in World of Warcraft. Now it seems that Vu's been spending a little time in the month or 2 he had since Dallas, Texas, to hone his skills. And a man with natural talent who hones his skills is a dangerous creature indeed. You can see now with a 7-2 lead, Fatality, plenty of time to catch up here with 11:15 on the clock, counting down. And we are going to track Fatality right now again with the NVIDIA Spotlight here, the way it's meant to be played. Grabs that box of ammo, swings around towards the gold, waits for it. He's got 190 already, takes a shot down to 150 instantly here at 100 HP. Just sees Vu trailing off in front, locked down by the shaft. Back and forth, bounced on high. Dangerous position there, and Vu gets the kill with the shotty. Gets it done. When you're in the air, you can't maneuver. You're just simply a target. And when these guys, with the aim they have, with the shaft, with the stake gun, it is really game over. And that shotty is a powerful weapon midair. You bounce him up with the rocket, finish him off with the crowd pleaser. 9-2 is the score. I can't turn my back from the screen for a moment. If you do, suddenly Vu is in the lead by 200.
Indeed, he's not going to be far off at this rate. He's absolutely on a stormer. But now you see there, Fatality has picked up the Mega Health. This could be a crucial point, as you see now. Both guys outside into those loading docks. Fatality knocked down to 66, and you can hear it there with the game sounds. Although you've got that NVIDIA Spotlight, you can hear the shaft grinding down on Fatality and eventually taking him down. I think we can safely say that Vu is the master of that electro driver. He's absolutely amazing with the shaft, and he just sticks onto you. He's a shaft master there. And he's very
guys laughing in the background.
That's a good
Shaft
one.
Master.
Yeah,
he's been renamed. That's awesome. 9:49, 12-2, 10-point lead right now. Fatality needs to change his mindset. That's pretty much what's going on. We know that Fatality has the skills. 10-point lead is nothing to a man of his skill. But here's the dangerous factor as well. Vu is lethal when he gets a lead. He really rarely ever gives a lead up at all. So that spells disaster for Fatality here, and it's really still what I'm saying in an ambiguous John Madden kind of way. Anyone's game. Still anyone's game, 15-2. If things continue like this, though, Vu is going to win again, having beat Fatality twice already, once on Meatless, once on Sacred, and now again on Meatless here. He really is just having his way with Fatality right now, and the Tiger is not happy.
Indeed, he's got 9 minutes, or just over 9 minutes now, to rip some more kills into Fatality at the moment. Like we said, he is winning by a fair old margin, 17-2. And he's trapped Fatality there, up above that gold armor spawn. Fatality getting in on the gold though, but once again Vu with the Electro Driver taking him down, using the shaft to very good effect, hitting him in the back when he was trying to run for the gold and stopping him in his tracks. That, like the shotgun, the Electro Driver stops you in your tracks and you can't move once that's aimed onto you, and a person like Vu who can keep it so accurate will stop you in your tracks and just hit you with a rocket or a shotgun. You're dead.
Yeah, once again, if you guys watching here on the side screens pay no attention to the clock there, the main clock up there on the big screen is what you want to see. 8-2-8 counting down. Spotlight. Oh, did you see that shot just in time? Vu, man, opens up prediction. Fatality soaring through the air. Bam, headshot out of here. And that kind of just domination is what we're looking for. 20-2. Fatality now with 808 is shaking, saying, what is going on here? And Vu is the champion of old. I am impressed with what I am seeing here, and I am liking this 21-2 blackjack scenario here in favor of Vu. I like these guys. Each and every one are a champion in my book here, but it's great to see Vu with a little spark and spirit back in him after his defeat in Dallas, Texas. 24-2. 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kill, 4, shutting Fatality and kicking him through the door. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Nice bit of poetry.
I made that up like really quick.
Lovely. But anyway, like we see there, Fatality on the camera there. Looking a bit worried if you ask me, and so he should be. He's 25-2 down. That's a long way to come back into it. He's going to have one map to get back into it. If he loses the next map, Vu has won the actual championship. He's won this World Tour stop in the UK, hosted by Game Frontier. So it's all going to be bad news for him. He doesn't want to lose to Vu, same way that Vu doesn't want to lose to Fatality. And at the moment, it's looking very, very good for the Dutchman. And he's really running rings around Fatality. I mean, he's hitting him in every possible area on the spawns and just racking the kills up one after another. And we see, I mean, now Vu is not even putting that much effort in. You can just see Fatality's losing out. Crucifixion there as I say that, and then it comes back into it, hits him with a stake twice on the trot there, and now close it back to 27-4. I don't think he's going to get 23 frags though in 6.5 minutes for you.
27-4, let's be honest right now. 6:32 remains, anything can happen, but this is pretty much a situation where Fatality is saying, all right, you beat me once, you beat me twice, you beat me 3 times. I'm going to have to give this one to you and come back on Sacred. I'm going to guess here that Sacred is going to be the second map in the second set of matches that we're looking at right now. 6:12 remains on the clock. Fatality now still at that 4-point ratio outside. Opens up with Shoddy. Just does not have the same flair and spirit that we've seen before from Fatality right here. And gentlemen, Fatality still has that chance. Looking forward to seeing what he can do in Sacred. Vu has really locked it down in 3 and made the magic happen. Let's head back in game right now. 5:52 remains, 151, 113. Invidia Spotlight, double stack, pan and scan, chain gun, nice shot right there. Vu opens up, he's got the chain, and then says, hey, how about a stake through the heart, and let's do it in. Was that like a DK? I can't even read that from here. What happened? 30-4 is what happened.
Yeah, that did happen quite suddenly. In fact, not. He's been hammering over the
eyeglasses here. Old.
Yeah, been doing very well, and Fatality got the gold armor, but can he capitalise on it, using the shaft there to good effect, and actually taking down Vu now. He's got 30-5. He needs to, if he's going to get anywhere near, get the kills in, get the spawn kills in, which he can get on this map, picking up the gold once again. Going to go out low into the bronze armor room, through the vent, through the right vent, sorry, the left vent, and through into the right again, possibly chasing down Vu's. Vu goes for a pass on the gold, and Vu's movement really outpacing Fatality at the moment, and we actually heard from Fatality there saying, what's with this computer up there? So whether there's something wrong with the rig that he's playing on, who knows?
Yeah, we might be checking into that here in a moment. The match or the round is actually almost over. We've got a large crowd glued here and a large crowd at home, a lot of which are just now joining us, guys. If you are just joining us from home, well, that's the situation. Fatality has been taken down on Meatless and Sacred, and now it's the second set of matches right here as we are looking at another potential situation for Vu to continue the dominance. 4:26 remains. It's a lot of garbage time. I don't want to be honest. I got to be honest. 31-6. It is a garbage time scenario. There is no coming back from that. So what Fatality needs to do with this situation right here is learn. He needs to learn what's happened to him in the past 3 matches, change up his playing style, decide if he wants to be more aggressive or more defensive, and find out what works against Vu, because if he can't do that and Vu continues on this rampaging dominance, the victor is clear.
Indeed, he's had 3 maps to learn what Vu's doing to him, and he's not quite grasping it. In fact, the Vu is starting to get warm. It seems like he's only just warmed up, and now he's starting to tear Fatality a new one, if you like. He's really pushing through really well, and he's absolutely hammering Fatality. I know both players won't, well, Fatality won't be happy about this one. Vu doing very well, being taken out once again, though, by Fatality, who's now, it seems to be on a bit of a roll now. He's been almost taken out of the game. I mean, like you said earlier, if you get into a few frags behind, the effect it has on you is that you think, oh, I can't come back anyway, and you just give in to a loss, which is what it seemed Fatality would do. And now Vu, once again, taking back the frags, and he's going to start to dominate once again, I think.
Yeah, it really is a mind game. You've seen this before. It's not only a game of aim, it's a game of skill, it's a game of the mind. And I know as a gamer, a retired gamer, because I start throwing stuff around when I lose. So that's why I broadcast. I never lose. But I know as a gamer that once you start losing and the mind game kicks in, you can really watch your talents just diminish here. And I think what you said is absolutely true. Fatality's going to need to calm down a little bit here. He's got the experience of a professional gamer, if not the most notarized gamer in the world, and Fatality can do it. But he is going to have to calm down here between rounds and really just change that gameplay and lock it down, just like he had, or if he had the shaft directly centered on Vu. Take a look again at the score, 35-8 in the final 2:33. Not much you can say at this point, but Ramble, my friend, Joe, we're going to be heading off to another map here, and it's not looking too hot for Fatality. All you Fatality fans, begin to pray, rub your hands together, and hope the Tiger up there on the big screen on that monitor he has can save him against the powerhouse that is Vu. We'll find out in a moment, my friend. 2:12, I'm going to pass it back to you.
Indeed, Vu is just continuing on his rampage as per usual. This with 3 maps, really. He's doing very, very well so far. It'll be interesting to see whether he can take Sacred once again. I mean, it was quite close in the first round of Sacred for quite a while before Vu started to pull away a little. And it will be interesting to see when we go back over to that game. And we just saw Fatality shredding Vu there. That's one for the cameras, you know. It's always fun. Really like a knife kill in every other game in the world, and it's great to see the bit of fun that's still going off with so much money at stake. I mean, the winner of this, $15,000, it's not money to be sniffed at, you know. You've got to take it, you've got to take your chances, and that is exactly what Vu is doing at the moment. He's playing very, very well. He's on top of his game, and he's just got the raw skill, as have both players, and as have a lot of players that have played in this tournament, to actually go out there and win those $15,000. And at the moment, I've got to say that Vu is my absolute favourite to do it on the next map.
Yeah, well, Vu, you know, I think what part of the situation was here in the past is that Fatality in Dallas, Texas was on his home turf, the United States of America. That ain't the case here in the UK, and Vu, being not Swedish, I believe? Where's Vu from?
Holland.
Okay, close enough. Sweden, Holland.
It's all in Europe, eh?
Hey, when your president's George Bush and you come from America, it's like all the same. 45 seconds right now. Fatality on the clock now, just winding it down. 20-point lead. Oh, a little trouble right there as Vu commits a little self-suicide. So 33-14 winds it down, whittles it down just a little bit. We're going to be heading off to yet another map on a 30-second warning. It's likely going to be meatless. Anything could happen. Hey, maybe Psycho, maybe Absinthe. Only 4 maps in the CPO world rotation here. I don't know. I'm going to guess. Let's take a vote here. I'm saying Sacred.
I'm saying Sacred too. I think the fact is that they had to play the same 2 maps. I may be wrong on that. Justin might give me a nod if he looks over this way. If they had to play the same maps, or whether they picked different maps for the second game, I'm not sure whatsoever. But either way, Fatality's going to be on a bit of a downer after losing 33-16 on Meatless. But
all right,
if he can go on to Sacred.
There we have it. 33-16 is the score. Vu with a decisive win here, and we are heading off to yet another map. We're going to find out in a moment what that map will be. Absinthe currently loading, but that may not be the actual choice. It could be just the default server selection. So here's the situation. I know you guys in the audience are like, look, you know, you've told us the situation about 900 times, but we got a lot of people at home who are just tuning in, so we tend to repeat ourselves. more than once. Gabriel Warwich David, along with Joe Miller, over here on the right-hand side of this rather large and impressive gun. Russian tank, actually.
Yeah, T-55.
T-55. So, Fatality and Vu going head-to-head. Fatality goes down in flames against Vu. Vu in the loser's bracket. Fatality in the winner's bracket. Here's the situation. Vu wins on Meatless, then takes it again on Sacred. We head off to the second set, and we go back to Meatless. Guess what happens? Vu wins yet again with a very decisive victory. Let's take a look. DM Sacred is coming up, and you guys in for a treat. If Fatality can win this one, we're going to a third map. If not, Vu reclaims the crown and yet again becomes the #1 ranked champion in PK. Can it happen? Anything can happen. Can we do it? Yes, we can.
Yeah, I think he's going to take it.
My girlfriend's has kids, bomb the building, you know.
Yeah, no.
I can't believe I said that.
I can't either.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, Vu's got the potential to do it. So has Fatality. Vu's got the advantage in the fact that he's won the first map. Obviously, if Fatality does manage to take this one, then they will go into a third map. So again, another opportunity for Vu to take it. So Fatality really on the back foot at the minute. But if I'm going to predict anything, I'll say Vu. It looks like, actually, we could be switching the computer out for Fatality now. He said that it wasn't too good for him. So
okay, well, we got a little time to kill, so we're going to direct our attention up to the Intel Skybridge, guys. Can we cut to a quick break here in just a few seconds as we've got a little time to kill as Fatality switching out his computer. Also, we could use just a slight little mic boost for Dusty Joe over here, Joe Miller. We'll be back in a moment. TSN at www.tsncentral.com. Again, Gabriel Warwich David along with Joe Miller, and we call the shots. Stick around, guys. Coming back in live in a moment. Welcome back here. CPL World Tour UK Stop, hosted by Game Frontier and some of the other fantastic sponsors here, Intel, NVIDIA. We've had Creative here as well, showing off their fabulous X-Fi card. And we've got a great matchup right now. It is Fatality versus Vu as we establish ourselves in our base field here, the Intel Skybridge just behind. Give us a rundown of the situation and what's going on.
And Fatality's machine, it seems, is
The curse of learning to turn on, it's got to happen to one of us during the event.
There we go.
The magic happens right here on the main
I need a
stage.
new battery, actually.
Joe Miller.
Yeah.
The
If
man.
anyone can fetch me a new battery down from the Skybridge, that would be very much appreciated from you guys. But anyway, like I say, Fatality's machine, not the best for him, so he's decided that he's going to change out. He's got a new machine up there. They're just setting up, and then we're going to be going straight into the server, hopefully, and going live with the last map. Possibly, it might not be the last map, but this could be only the second map of 3, depending on who wins. Obviously, Vu taking the first round on Meatless in this second leg. In the first one, obviously, Vu steamrolled through once again. He's won 3 maps on the run. He needs to make it 4 if he's going to take home $15,000.
Absolutely. Both these players have earned substantial prize winnings on the CPL World Tour here in 2005. And Painkiller has been very good to each of them as these guys. I mean, a little history about that here, talking about Vu and talking about Fatality. Vu, again, we said early on, was somewhat of an unknown player initially, and then came back and really gave a name for himself, as well as Fnatic, the team in which he belongs here. Fatality, of course, always well known from Q3, as well as various other games. I know he dabbled in CS 1.6. Can't remember the roster at the moment, but actually at the Winter CPL 2003 had a chance to sit down with Fatality, and during that time in 2003, not a lot of playtime for him actually at all for CS 1.6. Dabbled again in Call of Duty, which was my game of choice for quite some time, as the Germans took on the Americans in battle, waiting for COD 2 and some RTCW 2 as well. So Fatality has dabbled with the games, but he's back to the classic 1v1 combination, and I really think it's where he shines this year. He really shines here.
Yeah, I mean, he's Vu as well. I mean, he's a natural player. He's played Quake 3 to a high level. We've also got, obviously, Fatality done a lot of work, really, in the different games. So it's all good stuff. I mean, both players highly skilled in the games that they play. I mean, you get certain players that can just go from game to game to game and consistently be successful. I mean, people like Wombat, again, can move from game to game to game and be consistently good. And it's interesting to see how people make the transition. And obviously, coming up to the end of this World Tour, Quake 4 possibly, or whatever
there's a lot of
comes
talk
next.
about Quake 4 here, and you know that both these players are very likely going to be interested in Q4. That is just now looming on the horizon. Will it be the savior? Will it be picked up by the CPL? There's a lot of questions right now in the world of Q4, but I'll tell you this. Q4 and me, we're going out. We're going to have a date when it comes out, and it's going to be a good relationship. I can sense it. So Quake 4, I come from actually Quake 1 fame. No one knows me, but I played it all the time. I mean, I'm getting up there. I'm about 200 years old right now. So I played Q1 pretty much upon day of release, and I'm looking forward to some Quake 4. Did not have a chance to attend QuakeCon 2005, though I did broadcast from QuakeCon 2002. So showing my age here, my friend, but a lot of fun indeed. Fatality and Vu, I'm not sure on his situation. It looks like as I peer up behind me here that he is still setting up, and we're going to give the players the time they need to get ready. Guys, if you're way in the back of the room, come on up front. It's the match you've been waiting for again. Fatality's got quite the fight ahead of him here. Vu took him down on Sacred, actually on Meatless, on Sacred, and then on Meatless again, and Sacred is the next map. So losers bracket aside, it's all about sheer skill, sheer power, and who wants it more. Will it be Vu or Fatality? You can place your votes. I'm not going to dare say at this point here because it's the curse of Camdare up there actually running the board behind us. All those fantastic graphics you see flashing around or whatnot is pretty much Charlie Morris, Warcraft 3 broadcaster up there, dabbling in his cave. So thank you, Charlie, for all the fun. I'm sure we're having a great time up there. So.
Once again, I've lost out on the battery.
Yeah, I think we need a battery up here, Hunter. I think we asked for one like 2 minutes ago. Should we take the camera and just run up to the Skybridge here? How far does that reach? Can we intercept a battery? Can you throw it? And I can maybe catch it? I don't know. So it looks like it's the Warwich show.
It is for the moment.
Hi there. Gabriel David, how you doing? Here at the CPL UK World Tour stop. Let's take a look over here. Let's find out what's going on here on the main screen. We do have Vu, give you something to look at least here in the warm-up scenario. Disadvantage for Fatality again. I mean, here's a situation where Vu gets to stay warm. Fatality is now going to have to cool down. Will that be an advantage? I don't think so. Fatality, you know, anyone out there, all you guys are gamers, you know that before a match or in a match, you need to keep your momentum, your adrenaline going at all times. If you lose that, even for a moment, it can be a factor. And when these two guys go head-to-head, Vu and Fatality, anything can make the difference between victory and defeat.
Indeed, and we've seen, hey, it works. So, yeah, new battery in it, it's all good. We've seen, obviously, Vu taking the 3 maps straight on the trot, really, from from Fatality, sorry. And it's a big task to be winning 1-2 maps against a player like Fatality, but if you can put 3 together, I think he can do 4.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, we saw him on Sacred looking good, Fatality also looking good, so it's all going to be down. I don't like to say who's going to win, but I do think Vu will have the skills.
Well, let's, I've got an idea here. Let's unmute mic number 2. Adam Russo up there. Unmute this handset for me, please. Mic number 2. And we'll find out here in a moment if it's working. So let's head to the crowd here. Let's talk to this guy right here. What's your name, man?
Andrew.
Andrew. Okay. PK fan? Not at all?
No.
Okay.
A little bit.
Let's pretend you are. You've been watching. Okay. Fatality versus Vu. You've seen what's happened. You're a gamer. You know what's going on. Can Fatality pull this out, or is it game over?
I don't know, but I'm cheering for Vu.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got one opinion right there. Let's this guy's asleep down there. What's up, dude? Let's get your opinion here. You've been watching the match. Who's going to win it?
Fatality.
Fatality. You think so? Okay. We got a Fatality, and we need one more. We've got. Well, let's get some expert commentary here from the man, our very own Alex Wynn. I almost called you Adam.
I'm on camera.
You're magical.
Yeah. Who's going to win? Well, looking at it so far, I guess.
Who's going to be favorized?
Favorized? Looks like Vu's going to be favorized.
I don't know what that means. It's a word that we know and love here from the man, the machine. All right. So we got a couple votes for Vu, 1 vote for Fatality. We've got Vu here on the right-hand screen. Let's see if Fatality is now set to rock and roll. Not yet. It's a one-man ball game here, my friend Joe. And it's the Vu show. In just a moment, Fatality should be in server. We have been having problems with his PC, and we're going to correct those. And as soon as we get that done, we're going to make it happen. Couple technical issues have plagued the event. It happens every time. CPL UK Dallas, the power went out completely. Day 1, early on. And here's the thing that makes a successful event. All the people behind the scenes that you don't see on camera have been working exceptionally hard, keeping this running and doing a fantastic job. Game Frontier, Intel, everyone responsible. There's so many I can't name them all.
Yeah, I mean, NVIDIA, obviously. Just the setup, I mean, you look around, I mean, most people, obviously everyone here has seen the event. Everyone at home will have seen the odd bits from videos and what have you. It is very nice. It's a nice event. It's been set out well. We've got all the exhibitors set out nicely, and it's all great stuff. I mean, it's great to be in the UK.
Yeah, and I love how you just, we've talked about this before, but I love how you overlook the looming, massive, gigantic war machine behind you. You talk about the great structures here, and I've never had the chance. Let me move in front of your camera some more. How's that sound? I've never had a chance to broadcast in front of a tank. Literally, I can die happy. I've talked about this. This is the pinnacle. If I could, I actually want to just climb inside and drive it out of here through the crowd. So, I don't know. Get ready to dive aside. That's the finale. Also, stick around. We got the finale coming up no matter who wins, Vu versus Fatality, and I will hop in the tank and run you over, so make sure you step aside for that. That's going to be a good time.
Indeed, and it's going to be good from what I hear. It's going to be awesome. The closing ceremony, if you like. So another thing to look forward to. We've still got another map. Hopefully, possibly. Nope. Still waiting on Fatality. We've got the admins up there, Justin and Drake, done a fantastic job for us so far. Almost been perfectly on time. We've been in servers on time, and it's been greatly run tournament, really. Obviously, Counter-Strike, been good as well. Been awesome, in fact. I mean, not as a Counter-Strike fan. Counter-Strike, not my game, really. I've enjoyed doing it. I mean, I've been up there with the teams doing the camera work, and I've got to say, some of the players...
Well, I'll tell you what I like about the CS team. CS 1.6, these guys, incredibly passionate, and I love it. Nothing more than to hear people screaming. It's like Leroy Jenkins all over again. Leroy! You love it, man, and those guys really get into it, and that's what I like about CS 1.6. This game has been out since the dawn of time, and the passion behind it continues to remain. Now picked up in 2006, CS 1.6 has got a future. Source, I'm not saying the future's over. It's just been slightly delayed. And that's a whole other topic right here that we're not going to get into. Fatality versus Vu. We could go on forever about that one here in this gaming situation. Once again, we just got Vu in server, and we are waiting for Fatality. He is going to take the time he needs. These guys are the players. We're going to wait for him. That's the way we get it done. You guys out there, hang back, relax, get ready, and enjoy the match that's about to happen. Again, Fatality has a monumental task in front of him. He's going to have to battle back after 3-map loss and then secure himself a solid victory against Vu. Once again, loser's bracket, Vu taking Fatality down in Meatless, then Sacred. Then we head off to a brand new ball game. Does it one more time on Meatless. So we are in Sacred, and hopefully we'll be starting soon, my friend.
I mean, what you got to understand now is Vu is technically in front because all he's got to do now is win one round, and he's won. Fatality, on the other hand, has got to win 2 rounds. He's got to win this round, he's got to win the 3rd round if we go into that one, if he wins the 2nd one. So it's difficult for both players. I mean, Fatality there, he's probably just warming up or just setting up his new rig that's just being given to him to set up there. So he's already going to be on the back foot, not being used to that machine. Vu's had 3 maps to play on that one, and hopefully that one will be better for Fatality, but who knows? I mean, your machine's a lot, as I'm sure a lot of people will testify. All the pro gamers, if you've not got your set up, if you're not used to the machine you're playing on, you're not going to play a top game.
Oh, that's right, absolutely. You've got to have your mouse pad, you've got to have your mouse, you've got to have your sound card. In the case of Fatality, the X5 sound card from Creative, as it is. We are live here in about 20 seconds, gentlemen out there, so the moment you've been waiting for is about to happen. At least that's what I'm getting in my earpiece here, that we should be starting any moment. Warm-up mode should be coming to an end. Let's hope our hands are together, and we'll find out just how close this match will be. Will it be a wipeout, and Vu just simply reclaims his throne? Or will Fatality come back, but this time he's had to fix that PC and show total domination? Still in the warm-up mode. Joe, it could go live here at any given moment on any given Sunday.
Indeed, and hopefully this given Sunday, so hopefully not next Sunday
or
quite
Sundays thereafter.
But like I say, it's going to be at MP Sacred. I've said it now. I've got Gabe Disease, DM Sacred. It's the first map. It's really the first big map of Painkiller. It's the one that everyone loves. And lots of people say it's the best 1v1 game ever, 1v1 map ever. So hopefully we'll get the best game ever on it. So it's going to be Vu from Team Fnatic versus Fatality. It's going to be an awesome game. Usual rules apply, 15 minutes a game. Most kills wins, and obviously it's going to be a rush at the start. Usually what you'll see, one player will pick the gold armor up, see Fatality there looking a bit more relaxed after switching his PC around. And as I was saying, one person normally on the gold, the other person usually on the mega health and the silver, which means that it's a kind of even ball game from the start. But as we saw on Meatless last round, it doesn't always work that way. Fatality actually managed to get the gold and the mega health, but still, Vu steamrolled him.
Well, watching the screen here with my right-hand eye as I also observe Chadman. Big shout-out to all of our crew behind the scenes here who have just been really working hard to make this event happen. We've got cameramen and producers and gophers running for drinks, and these guys have been great. So thanks all to the TSN crew up there in the Skybridge, who most of them have mysteriously disappeared or hunkered down behind their PCs here as we gear up for the final match at this UK stop hosted by Game Frontier. Still in warm-up mode, but the game is going to begin in 2 and a 1 after a long wait. The game is on, and Joe, we're going to hand it to you, NVIDIA Spotlight, the way it's meant to be played, my friend. Fatality, take it away.
Indeed, Fatality now has got the gold armor, but he's been taken out straight away there, and it looks like it's a shotgun from Vu. Good stuff from Vu, managing to get the mega health. He's going to take him out again with a shotgun again. 2 shotgun kills there for Vu off the start. Already puts him 2 points in front. A big psychological advantage already. He's managed to get the gold armor now, though, Fatality. And he's going to go on the hunt. He's only down to 89 health. His armor's been knocked down really low now, 32 in fact. And he's going to struggle now. He needs to get some more health in him. He needs to get some more armor. But no, he's too late because the shotgun, once again, of Vu chops him down in the broken spiral staircase room there. And through the teleporter again, 4-0. Is this going to be another meatless? Another last round?
Not looking good. PC has been switched. Fatality now needs to turn on that A game. We know he can do it. The Tiger needs to get fierce. Right now, we're taking a look at Fatality there. His face is tense. He knows he's in trouble, and he knows he needs to get it done. But let's take a look at Vu. Double stacked, 196-200. That means he's got the gold armor. That means he's got the mega health. He knows the respawn time on both. He knows when that gold armor's coming up here in like 20 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever, in the countdown here. And he knows that mega health on the 1 minute respawn is waiting for him right now. Here's Vu closing in. Can he get the kill? Oh, loses sight of Fatality, who is now down to 111 gold armor. Gets a gold armor grab there at about the 12:31 mark or so. But again, we're not going to pay attention to those clocks. Get confused as we head up. And 13-19 remains in a 15-minute match. Again, it's all on the line here for Fatality right now. We are still locked on Vu. 5-0 lead. This is exactly how you want to come out of the gate. You want to come out strong. After winning round after round, he's warmed up. Fatality's got to warm up all again, and that's a big-time disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, psychology playing a lot of it in as well. I mean, the fact that you're losing 3 rounds, and then you have to change your PC is not good for you, and now it's showing Vu in mid-air. Shotgun kill there. Once again, the traditional move. Flick him up in the air with a rocket. Whack him in the face with a shotgun. Get another frag. Another point. 6-0 up. I mean, Vu now on the gold armor as well as we switch the NVIDIA spotlight over to him. He is, like we say, 6-0 in front at the moment. And he's chasing down Fatality once again into the broken spiral staircase room. He's going to go right after him and eventually takes him with the shotgun. And I'm almost positive that every single kill Vu's got now is with the shotgun.
Yeah, it's almost as if he has planned this, because it's been the shotgun, the rocket launcher shotgun combo that has been such a devastating weapon combination against Vu, especially in Dallas, Texas. Fatality utilized that time and again, and I can almost see a smirk on Vu's face here as he does the same to Fatality, his lifelong nemesis here in the UK stop. So, Vu now with an 8-0 lead. Again, you turn your back on a man like Vu, and he goes on a killing spree. We've got Fatality slows down a bit in that spiral room. Broken spiral staircase grabs the silver. It's going to help mitigate some of that damage, but not as much as the gold. 100-150 now. Grabs a box of ammo. Swings up and around. Wants that gold. There's Vu harassing his flank. Another box of ammo. So, man, uncharacteristically bouncing and sliding against a wall and losing momentum. Vu comes in to capitalize here, bouncing him on high, and Fatality down to 29-3 with the gold armor grab, and a soul shard's going to help him out, and Vu is going to fall back for that silver. So that was a real close engagement.
Indeed, Fatality managed to escape. I mean, if you saw Vu, his stats were actually worse than Fatality. Vu actually coming off the worst one off that one, which is probably why he decided to retreat rather than going for that gold. And now we see Vu being pegged down to only 2 health and needs to escape. And a rocket from Fatality across the length of that gold armor room, pegs him down and makes the score now 8-1. Could Fatality come back into this one? We've got a lot of time left. We've got 10 minutes 54 remaining. We've only got 7 frags. This will be the point where Fatality needs to come back into it, not the point where he's 30 behind.
9-1. Having just a point on the scoreboard could be all the psychological difference you need, though. We'll find out here in a moment. Spotlight right now on Fatality. Let's take a look here and see what he's got. 100-196. Doesn't need the SS now. Down towards central teleportation. Grabs that shot. He's got the RL in the hand. He sees Vu around that broken spiral. Does he pursue? Instead decides to go up. He might want to try to refresh that gold. Spirals around third tier central. Bounces into port. Spams those nades. Wow. Gets the kill. 9-2. Good timing right there. And then on the respawn kill, can he do it? No! Vu comes in with a stake and crucifies Fatality, robbing him of the kill.
Indeed, and he's just taking him out once again with the shotgun there as Fatality flying across the face of that silver armor spawn there. He gets hit with the shotgun off Vu, and once again, with the grenades, taking him down in central teleportation, spamming those teleports, which is what he needs to be doing now. Doing it again as he comes through into the gold armor room. He's knocked down though to 2750 at the moment. Fatality is down. He was knocked down very quickly there. As soon as that shotgun let rip on him, Vu knew that he was in front on that one. Fatality going to nip him for the gold though. In fact, takes it, but Vu is going to chase him down. He's not going to give up that gold armor so quickly. He's 4250 at the moment with health and armor respectively. At the moment, Fatality picking up the mega health as we switch to him with the Nvidia Spotlight. He's got 193 armor. He is stacked at the moment. He could take Vu here. Vu is on the top of that silver armor platform. He's only got 15 health. He needs to get some soul shards. Fatality knows this and he's covering inside that main teleportation room. Vu surely is going to come in here to boost up his health. No, he's going to go for the mega health room. Fatality chasing him up there, up the stairs, and down once again, and ends him with a rocket. 4-12. This could be a comeback.
Yeah, that is exactly what he needs to do here in this situation. Come back strong, come back hard, and regain the momentum here. Don't let Vu go any further than he has in this situation right now. We've got the score. We've talked about it time and again. Fatality behind, but now progressively beginning to speed up. He's got the time at 8:41. You want to take a look at the time on the big screen right there. You guys at home, you're looking at the right screen, so that's all that matters right now. 8:34, counting down. Nvidia Spotlight on Vu. Here's the battle. Up and inside that mega health room. A little rocket over the left-hand shoulder of Vu says, hey, that was meant for your head. Missed ya. I'll be back next time here. Close range combat. Vu and Fatality. 4 HP for Vu. Falling back, but damn, look at that. 5 HP for Fatality. Now down to 18 with a gold armor grab. Those guys really went for the throat in that situation, but they both escaped with their lives. Ultimately, though, it's a victory for Vu because every second off this clock, he's closer to victory. Every second.
Yeah, indeed. He's been knocked down. Well, it was at 20 health then as I took over the mic. We're now gone up to 70, obviously picking up 2 soul shards. And he's not going to go chasing after Vu, after Fatality just yet. He's going to pick up the gold there, pick up another couple of soul shards to boost him up to full health and armor, which is what he needs to do there. We saw him on the player screen looking very, very concentrated. As usual, game face on. Fatality in trouble now. He's only got 15 health. He needs to get some soul shards. Managing to get that silver armor. He's going to pick a soul shard up. 2 soul shards, in fact, from the central teleportation room, and then make a pass on the gold armor on its spawn point. And Vu is going to be taken down once again. He went for the mega health, and Fatality chased him down, killed him, picked up the mega health, and now he's going to go chasing him through the teleporters into central teleportation. Hits him again. 6-12. Fatality only 6 points behind now.
Wow.
In 7 minutes 12. 5 points behind now, and he's got the gold as well. It's looking good for him. This
is what we've been waiting to see. Up until now, we've not seen Fatality play to his potential. This is the man that we've waited to see. Vu has been on his game this entire time. The fierceness, the savagery, that's Vu. Fatality? No, that has not been his A game. His A game is now happening. Is it too little too late? I don't think so. If he can keep this momentum up and keep it rocking from here on out, we've got a close game. We could have a ball game all the way through. 6:41, 12-8. Again, turn my back, and now suddenly Fatality scored a couple more points and is gaining 106 or 100, 196 health armor situation. He's got the gold. Damage mitigation by the gold is going to help as Vu opens up for the RL spam to 77-77. Grabs the SS now to 100 HP and a gold armor grab, so he is definitely geared up for World War III to go head-to-head with Fatality. It's going to happen here in a moment. Spam right here in central teleport. Fatality falls back, chain gun up towards second tier, and Vu spirals around towards lower gold, bouncing those nades off the far wall. Here comes Fatality, moving backwards. Never turn your back on your enemy. Fatality knows this to be true, but crucifies Fatality right there. Headshot, chest shot, it don't matter. The stake is going to take you down. Good game.
Indeed, that could be the money shot right there. I mean, Vu now on the gold armor. He's only got 9 health, so he doesn't want to really be falling off too many high ledges. And he needs to get some more soul shards inside him or go for that mega health as well. Fatality coming inside that gold armor room now. Vu not even going to risk it. He's going to back away and pick up some more soul shards. He goes down into the broken spiral room, picks one up there, and he goes charging in for Fatality. A direct rocket as Fatality was stood right on the gold armor. Vu taking him down and getting that gold armor. This means now that Vu can go chasing after Fatality, make some more kills and make his lead bigger. He needs to get bigger all the time. He can't sit on his laurels. He needs to go attack.
That's right. Once again, now our spotlight on Vu. Let's find out what he can do. Is he going to start holding out his spawns? Let's watch for that here at 5:08. Holding out your spawn for layman's term means it takes 5 seconds to respawn. You can click in sooner than that. If you hold out your spawn, well, yeah, it means you burn seconds off the clock just like football. So take a look here. 4:57, 14-8. Let's make it 15-8 with a nice kill right there. Shoddy style. Very confident. Every shot he makes, you can see his bright eye flinch. He's got a tick of anger and aggression. He wants this victory here, and he has the chance. He takes Fatality out now. It is good game. GG, game over, 15-8. Here's Vu one more time, moving characteristically very fast. Sees Fatality diving in towards central teleportation. Fatality now down to 18 HP. Grabs that soul shard, plus 20 health to 43,150. Silver armor now in his possession. But Vu's got the gold, and he wants the Mega. Double stack yet again. It has been his control of Sacred that has enabled him to continue to dominate like this. He's DS double stack, and now he can just have his way with Fatality. It could happen here at any given moment. Gentlemen, Fatality is running out of time.
Indeed, prediction rockets all over the place for Vu there. A crucifixion, though, by Fatality as Vu moves through the teleporter into central teleportation room. And Vu, going for the telefrag there, managed to get it, and that was all important because it could have taken that there. Fatality could have built up, picked up the gold armor, taken his dead rockets, and he could have made it ahead. But no, he's not, and he's killed himself again. Fatality is on the back foot. He's struggling a lot. He's double the points behind now, sat on the gold armor spawn, spamming the grenades down towards that teleport entrance. Is he going to make it? We see his face there. He's not looking happy whatsoever. We saw the little shake of the head there, and he's not happy whatsoever. No armor in him at the moment. He needs to move. Picks up the bronze. Has to settle for that one. Possibly going to go for the silver. There we go. Into the broken spiral. In for the mega health. But Vu is already sat on that mega health spawn. And Fatality kills himself, removing another point from his score. 10 points in it, 7 to 17 at the
things
moment.
are just not going right for Fatality here. That telefrag, everybody in the PK world hates the telefrag. It requires no skill, completely random luck of chance. Don't matter how much armor you have, doesn't matter how much anything you have, it's instant death. Simply that for crossing through a portal at the same time as your opposition guns you down. And it's something that Fatality had a lot of on Vu in Texas. 1, 2, 3. I think he had 5 telefrags at one point here. So you know a telefrag in this situation from Vu to Fatality has got to make him smile, and it's just going to keep that momentum going. It is now a psychological game. The confidence is in Vu's court, and the battle continues to rage. I turn my back. Let's take a look at the scores. 17-7, 10-point lead. Vu now can't see the clock just yet. We've got to lock on Vu. 2:24 remaining. We're not going to call it yet for sake of drama, but it is looking grim. Vu has got his eyes locked on being number one yet again here in the UK. Could it happen? We're going to find out here in about 2 minutes on the Team Sportscast Network. Joe, take it away.
It is looking very, very good for Vu now. It looks like he could be taking that number one spot once again, taking home the money, all $15,000 of it. That's a lot of money, and it all rests on the next 1 minute and 57 seconds. Or possibly if you lose, it rests on another extra 15 minutes. But at the moment, Vu is looking good to take it home. We see him now in the broken spiral staircase on the silver armor spawn, spamming grenades down to the lower level. Fatality is underneath him, but Fatality in the end decides it's not worth it and backs away to pick up that gold armor. Now, who's going to go for the mega health? No one with control at the moment by the looks of it. We see Fatality once again there with the Tiger at the moment. It's not giving him much luck. He needs to charm him a bit more. He needs to get in there. He needs to get some more kills, damn it. He's got 10 to make up in 1 minute and 22 seconds. He's chasing Vu now in towards the gold armor room, onto the gold armor, but Vu managed to pick it up in spite of all Fatality's efforts there, and it didn't even take a single chink out of that gold armor.
Yeah. Vu right now definitely playing what we dubbed the running man. That's a position that you take to wear down the clock, and Vu's playing the game. He's sparring with Fatality here, but he knows he's got it. He knows he's got it. He's saying, you know what, you're going to have to chase me. Work for every single kill. I'm not going to give you anything right now. 54 seconds. We are past the 1 minute warning. 17-7 right now. In just a few moments, we're going to see something pretty cool, pretty dramatic. Vu goes down, though. Fatality with a nice crucifixion here at the end of the game to make it 17-8. At 36 seconds, the countdown is on. Take us down to the 5-second mark.
Indeed, he's just delaying his spawns now, as you can see, and holding out as long as he can. Obviously, look at that smile.
Look at that.
He knows that he's won that one. That is a smile of a man that's just won $15,000. He knows it. He's happy.
Yeah, it's only a matter of seconds now.
Very well,
let's take a look at the screen. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, there it is. Vu is your champion. Hands together regains number one champion in PK from Holland. Gets it done. Congratulations, Vu. The handshake here, Fatality and Vu, two fantastic players and great guys. Not the best of shows from Fatality, but he'll be back. He's been number 2 before. He's been number 1. Both these guys go for the throat, and it has been a fantastic matchup. Quick rundown for you. Vu and Fatality. Vu coming from the losers bracket. Took down Fatality on Meatless on Sacred, then did it twice or one more time on Meatless and Sacred. Fatality not able to gain ground. Began to speed up there, but ultimately GG and good game. So, Joe, congratulations to Vu. Both these guys are champions in my book, hands down. Met them both several times. Shame to see any one of them has to lose, but Vu is your champion. He's going to walk out of here with that prize purse we talked about here at the CPL UK World Tour Stop, hosted by our friends at Game Frontier.
Indeed, and hopefully we can get Sander up here to give us a bit of an interview, see how he feels about winning. There we go. We're going to have one in 5 minutes. Hopefully he's going for a smoke.
All right, we got an interview coming up here in about 5 minutes. Going to kick it off to a break, pay some bills. Gentlemen out there, you have got it locked at the event or online at www.tsncentral.com. Gabriel Warwich David along with Joe Miller. Dusty Joe, great to work with you in person, my friend. Been a great and fantastic event. All the sponsors, all the people behind the scenes to get it done, and you players to make this happen. So, we'll be back and live in a moment. Stick around here at TSN. We call the shots. It's true. Welcome back. We are live here, and it is over. A fantastic set of games here. Not the best showing for Fatality. We've definitely seen him do better. We got a little interview, though, with Fatality and Vu right now, and championship play, though, from both guys here right now. CPL UK World Tour Stop, hosted by Game Frontier. Gabriel David, we're going to hand this up right now. The one, the only Joe Miller is going to be talking to Jonathan Fatality Wendell. You guys know him. Let's find out what happened here in this match. Turn your mic on. Turn your mic on. One more time. His mic's on.
There we go. I got my mic on. So, indeed, we do have Jonathan Fatality Wendell here with us. The second place at the CPL World Tour UK Stop, hosted by Game Frontier. I'm going to start with it. How do you feel about that?
Played extremely well throughout the whole tournament. I didn't drop one game the whole tournament until the grand finals and lost 4 in a row. Just not playing my game. He played a really good game, but I know personally I wasn't playing my game, and that's the difference, just playing really bad. Yeah,
I mean, we've seen you come through. You've beat Gelisak, you beat Strider, and then you beat Vu. You beat all 3 of the Fnatic guys, obviously beating Vu in that winners bracket final. What did you think after that game? Did you think you could carry it through and do it again?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very confident when I play all the time, but it's just one of my moments where I just played really bad. And, Vu just played a solid game, so when you're playing bad and the guy's playing solid, you're going to lose.
Yeah, I mean, you took the first spot also in Dallas. What sort of practice have you done since then? We know you've got a very hectic lifestyle, all at the trade shows. You know, you've been recently with Creative to Germany to launch the new X5 sound card. What sort of practice do you get to do in between all these events and trips you have to do?
Of course, everyone knows it's really hard for me to train and practice like I want to. I practiced, and I came here, and I just knew I had a good, momentum going to this tournament. So I knew I had some momentum going into this thing, and it went all the way to the grand finals, and then it stopped. So got to ramp up again and get ready for the next tournament, and just keep playing my game and get my head together.
Indeed, I mean, we've seen you play very, very well the whole way through. I mean, what went wrong up there? Sorry, and we know you switched computers after the third map, I believe it was. What was the problem?
It's better to not talk about it. I mean, it's just an excuse, and I lost, and that's what counts. And just next stop will be here, and I'll play then. Yeah, I mean, it's very honest of you to say. Some people say, "Oh, I had a crap ping," but you've done very, very well so far. You're unlucky. You've not played your game. You've gone home with second place. It's better than nothing, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's 10 grand, so I can buy a lot of stuff with that, I guess.
Yeah.
Or just put it in the bank like I do.
Any last shout-outs you want? Sponsors and what have you?
I just want to say thanks to Creative, Abit, and Zalman, my partners through the Fatality brand, and thanks to the UK for having me here. I love coming to England, and it's been a great time here, so thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, thanks a lot, man. Jonathan Fatality Windle. Can we get a big round of applause for him? No excuses. He's going to be back. Thank you. Great stuff. We got an interview with Vu coming up here in just a moment. I don't think he's back just yet, so we'll kick it off to another break. You guys stick around. Award ceremony also coming up. But we're going to talk to the champion, grand champion here in the CPL event in the UK and Sheffield, England. It's been a great event, great time, great place. Stick around. Back in about T-minus 60 seconds, maybe a little bit longer. Stay tuned. And I assume we're back. Hey, this round of Painkiller was, in fact, brought to you by NVIDIA. Gabriel Woolridge, David back here on the floor by the Golden Knight tank. And again, now we have just behind me, we'll take a look here in a moment, Vu, the man who got it done. Once again, grand champion of PK. It's the place he wants to be. Number one, didn't like to lose in Dallas, Texas. Now back in the European Union, gets it done decisively in 4 maps. Let's pass it right now up to Joe, who's sitting here. The one, the only Vu. Good job. Let's talk about it, Joe.
Indeed. First thing I'm going to have to do is shake your hand. Awesome, awesome performance. I mean,
Thank you.
4 maps, we saw you lose in the winners bracket final. I thought possibly that Fatality is going to win it again, I have to admit. But after the first 2 maps, I thought, yeah, he's getting good. Then after the 3rd round, the meatless, wow.
Yeah, everything worked out for me. I mean, I played really well, and I knew I could beat him if I just played like I should play, like I normally play. Like I played against ZYZ or Sturmy. Against them, I played really well, and I did it, and I played really well, and I won 4 maps. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you lost in Dallas, and obviously you weren't happy about that one, coming second. You never want to finish second.
I hate getting second.
Yeah, and what you got to think about, what did you do between now and then?
I took a break after CPL summer for a few weeks, spent some time with my friends, and then 2 or 2.5 weeks before this event, I started practicing a lot, and it obviously paid out. So it's probably a good strategy to do it again for the next World Tour stop.
Yeah, well, probably. Seeing though you just won, you know, $15,000, it's probably a good strategy that you've been taking. Well, I mean, you played against Fatality, obviously, in the winners bracket final. You lost that game. What did you think after losing that one? Were you a bit nervous about going into another game with Fatality?
I knew I underperformed in the winner bracket final. I made stupid mistakes, and I kind of cramped in, like I just slacked in that match. And then I played ZYZ, and I beat him on 1 map pretty easily. Yeah. And the second map was a lot closer, and I played really well, and he played really well. But I knew if I played like that in the grand final, that my chances of winning would be a lot better. And it all worked out.
Yeah, it certainly did. I mean, between now and the next event, what are your plans? Are you going to go training? Are you going to train? Or are you going to go for the usual, have a couple of weeks off and then train a week or 2 before?
I'll probably have a week or 2 off after this event, and waiting for where and when the next World Tour stop is.
Yeah.
And when I know that, I'm going to make my decisions about my practice schedule.
Yeah. I mean, what sort of hours do you put in a day? I mean, there's obviously lots of pro gamers here already that'll know the schedules. But I mean, people at home, we've also got people here that won't know what sort of hours you put into playing a game like Painkiller.
Well, usually I have a boot camp before a big event. This time it was in Germany at Stellum's house together with ZYZ, Galasak, and Strider. And I played there for 1.5 weeks and played 2 to 4 hours a day, and just get to know the game so well again, and improve my tactics and just practice all different types of stuff. That's basically what I did before this event.
Yeah, I mean, we've got obviously about 3 stops left plus the grand final coming up. I'm going to ask you the question: do you think you're going to win? Continue to win like you've done here, and be on top of your form all the time, and win all the rest of the events?
If I practice like this, like before this event, if I'm that motivated to practice a lot, then I should be able to win most of the upcoming 4 events. Like I got second after when I got second at Summer. my motivation raised. So I don't know if my motivation. I don't know. It's a tough question. We'll see. I guess.
We will see. I mean, we've got the events coming up, and I think that's about it. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for being on TSN, and a very big once again. Big congratulations to you. And,
big hands together right there.
Well, dude.
Your grand champion right here for PK. Congratulations to your return to #1, buddy. Great work. Take care. Enjoy your time off. I'm sure it's well-deserved. It's obviously well-deserved here. We've got one more guest actually coming up here, Joe. We're going to get you back there on the T-38 tank.
55?
We're going to be T-55. Okay, my bad. We're going to be talking to Drek coming up right now, the head CPL admin here for PK in the UK. So let's hand the mic to you. And you guys, take it away. Joe, kick it off for us.
First of all, Drake, obviously, you want to give everyone an introduction about yourself. I mean, not many people know you here, so...
No, I'm Drek. I'm come from Sweden. I've been one of the CPL admins here together with Justin Blanken from CPL. And I just want to make a short announcement about the tournament. It's been going pretty smooth. We have some issues during the way, but I mean, we're doing pretty good. It could be better, of course. We try to improve for each event. And I also want to thank Intel and NVIDIA for supporting this event, as well as Game Frontier for hosting it. It's been a pleasure working with them, as well as a special thanks to you guys, TSN. I mean, without you, the community wouldn't have anything. So it's really good. That's about it. I mean,
yeah, a big thanks for you coming up and saying that. Awesome job. I've said in the final there, I've said all along, really, you guys have done a real good job of running this tournament, being almost on time the whole way through. You guys and the CS admins as well. So another big thanks and a big clap to the admins that have kept these tournaments running smooth.
Yeah, thanks. The prize ceremony is going to start right after this. I mean, it's going to be a short break, and then we try to kick off the prize ceremony for all the tournaments going on here. So that's
awesome stuff. Thanks
all
a lot,
right.
buddy.
Well, stick around, guys. Prize ceremony coming up here in just a few minutes. Great tournament. Fantastic times. Thank you much, Drek from the CPL. Gabriel Warwich-David here along again with Joe Miller. We'll be back in a moment. I'm going to head backstage here. I think we've got things to blow up, so it's going to be fun if you guys want to see it here by the tank. Stick around. Final prize ceremony coming up. PK champion is Boo. TSN. Back and live in a moment.